Hey guys, Dan with Mad Nasty Trapping here. I'm just giving you guys an update from the woods. I know it's been a couple of good long weeks since I had any real trapping videos. And it's not because I haven't wanted to make some, it's just because these lines have been completely dead. I don't know what the hell's going on here. The flip-flopping weather, I mean, we're talking the weather's gone from 2 degrees to -15 to 3 degrees to -4 degrees. The amount of flip-flopping weather, guys, has just been unbelievable. And all these critters, they're all hunkering down. They're all inside of their in their dens. They're not moving very far from their den areas. And you know, I'm keeping my traps out in the same locations. I know they're hot locations. I got plenty of traps out. But I started getting to thinking after running 4 weeks of no catch. I mean, seriously, guys, you can look up the last video of 2 catches in 4 weeks or something. That was like a month ago that I put that video out when I got the 2 possums in one day. And that was just a fluke warm-up, you know, like a one evening warm-up. I don't know why, but a couple of critters started moving, had my hopes up, and since then it's been dead. So, I got to thinking, while running these trap lines every night, how can I approach the deep snow differently? You know, I gotta, you know, it's common sense, at least I would think, that when your trap is buried by 4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches of snow, that it's extremely hard to set off a foothold trap. I mean, that's got to be common sense, guys. You know, and there's places with a lot more snow than we get here in Michigan. Yeah, I bitch and moan and complain about it because it makes trapping tough. Because I'm still new in this game, I'm learning every day new tips and techniques and how to do stuff. And I'm researching and watching my videos. And, you know, I got to thinking that there's people I'm in Michigan, guys, you know. And there's a lower peninsula and an upper peninsula, and I'm in the lower. But these guys in the upper peninsula get a whole lot more snow. And there's got to be a way they're doing it. Okay? Now, I decided to go out and change things up a little bit. Instead of pulling all my traps, and then, wow, the weather changes in one day, welcome to Michigan. Next thing you know, I'm missing a night or two, and I'm putting all my traps back out again. I'm leaving my traps where they are, guys. But I am going to, this weekend, try a different technique. It's called getting your traps above snow level. Getting them above the ground. I think that's a great route to go. Again, I'm just going to try and attempt it. I don't know if it'll work or not. But I got to imagine if I use conibear traps on a 45-degree angle log like this. If I take a conibear trap at the top and at the bottom of that 45-degree angle log, and I got to reread the law book and see if I can put bait in between there. I want to say you can. But check the law book first. And I'm going to check the law book before I attempt it. But I got to imagine on that log that's sitting on a 45-degree angle, by law you have to be 4.5 feet off the ground with your trap without a bucket set. Okay? If you're using conibears in Michigan, 4.5 feet, I believe, and always double check, but I believe, with my knowledge of it and reading it a couple times, 4.5 feet off the ground, you can place a trap on an open log without having to have a bucket set in Michigan. It can be open trap. Now, whether or not you can bait that open trap 4.5 feet off the ground, I have to look. But if I can put a conibear trap, bait in the middle on a 45-degree log, that critter has to come up the log or down the log through the conibear trap to get that bait that's in the middle. And it's 4 feet above ground, or 4.5 feet above ground, with a tape measure, above ground level. Guys, if you got 6 inches of snow, you measure from the top of the snow up. Don't be stupid and go, okay, I got 8 inches of snow, so I don't care, so I'm going to still measure off the ground. And then when you put it 4.5 feet up, the snow compensates for 8 inches off the ground level, guys. That makes you illegal. So, you always want to set it above, a good, fair portion above. If you know you get 10 inches maximum in Michigan of snow on a really, really bad snow day, you're getting 10 inches. Well, then go 4.5 feet plus 10 inches. And put it up that high. So even if you get a 10-inch snowfall, that changes your ground level. Your ground level's usually here. Your snowfall being 10 inches brings it to here. So if your trap set's at exactly 4.5 feet, but you lose 10 inches of ground clearance, you are now less than 4.5 feet off of ground level, being the top of that snow. If you read the law book, that's the way it reads. Don't get screwed up. Don't have a conservation officer come out with a tape measure off the top of the snow, and next thing you know, you're like 4 inches below where you're supposed to be and get ticketed. Don't do that. Be smart. Put it up a little higher than you're supposed to. Figure out what your snow level is in whatever state you're in. Take that into consideration and put it that many inches up on the worst snowfall that that state has seen in the last 10 years. If it's 10 inches, 12 inches, 14 inches, put it that much higher on that log set so you're straight and completely clear and illegal. Okay? I'd hate to see guys get caught up in technicalities and get tickets over some stupid shit. But that should work. 45-degree angle log, conibear, bait in the middle. Run your killer clips. They make what they call killer clips. They're on Northern Trapper. They're on there. They're cheap, like 75 cents a piece. Of special clips that your conibear trap's attached to, and you can attach them to a log. So trap, 45-degree angle log, some kind of bait in the middle. Sardines, piece of KFC chicken, providing that baiting between those two traps is legal out of the law book. Make sure you double check. That's what my first step is, and I will be placing some of those out this weekend once I review the laws and make sure I'm good. Okay? Number 2, every trap set that I've got out there. Right now, I'm primarily using sardines, and sardines are what I've been putting out. And for whatever reason, the cold weather, I don't know if it's because it's freezing them. I don't know if it's just because the critters are burned out on it, or they're, other people are doing the same thing maybe. I don't know. They're steering off the sardines, so it's time I flip it up. So I basically took all my sets, and I said, screw it. I haven't caught anything anyway. Nothing's going to harm it at this point until the snow melts and goes away and it's bare dirt again. I'm going to try something different. So I took all my trap sets, left them in the ground, and I made a really good visual over top of them. And by that, I mean I took the snow all the way down to the dirt, used my boot, kicked it up, made a freaking hell of a mess so that it's got visual eye appeal for anything that comes within 30 yards of that trap. I want them to see that, oh my God, that ground's disturbed. What's going on with that ground right there that something is so interested in to disturb it like that? So I kick the dirt, leave dirt, shrapnel all over the place, and when I get out here this weekend in the daytime, I will get you a better visual on what that looks like, guys. Okay? But the trap sets, every one of them, whether it be a bucket set entrance, whether it be a foothold trap, whether it be a dog-proof trap, I went and I disturbed the whole goddamn area around it. Made dirt mess, dirt fly everywhere, a hell of a visual to anything within 30 yards. And then I went and took I got the bag of dog food down here in my passenger seat, and I got a cup right here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking this cup, filling it up with dog food, putting a little bit at the entrance, shake a little bit at the entrance of the conibear bucket sets that I got out, shake a little bit at the entrance, and then give it a good chuck inside the trap so that anything coming up to that trap has got to go eat a little at the entrance, smell a little bit more inside, go into it. At least that's the idea, I hope. And anything that's a foothold trap, I put a little bit of dog food on the far side of the trap. Okay? My traps are mostly tied off to trees, so between the trap and the tree, I put the bait there, not directly on top of the trap, because it's a foothold trap. You don't want to get a nose hold trap, duh. So you can put the bait between the tree and the trap, the critter you're trying to attempt to trap. Keep in mind how long it is, roughly from shoulder to tip of nose. Think of this critter gonna be eating this bait, so they're not stepping behind your trap and not stepping on it. So I basically, at the base of the tree, I probably would say I got, 8 inches or so, or 8 to 10 inches between the base of the tree and my foothold trap. I disturb the ground on top of the foothold trap to clear it out so it will fire unless we get more snow. And I put the bait as close to the tree as possible, giving myself that 8 to 10 inches of room in which that critter has to walk closer to the tree to get that bait, and its feet hopefully will be placed above the trap set, okay? So I did all that. I threw it out there, and literally, guys, I'm doing everything I can, getting creative, making visual sets, using different baits, and I'm gonna keep pounding it. And I swear to God, as soon as I get some catches in my traps, and it will happen by the end of the season, weather permitting. It's killing me here. The last 2 months have been absolute hell. But weather permitting, when it warms up, I promise you guys, the catches will be in those traps because I stuck it out. I left them out there. I didn't just pull them when the weather got bad. I'm going to put them back in it. It's a lot of work. If you leave them out there, let them sit. Yes, it sucks. You got to go and check them every single day. Going there knowing there's a darn good chance there's going to be nothing in it. It's a drag. But I love being out in the woods anyway, guys. I'm going to check them every single day. If nothing else, every single day I want to come out and take a drive and a walk through the woods. I don't want to sit on my couch just because it's cold outside. I'm going to come out. I'm going to drive the dirt roads, look for a sign, look for tracks. I'm a deer hunter as well. I like looking for that too. And, you know, it's a time to just get out in the woods when the weather's bad and the trapping's down and your catch count's down. And don't give up. Leave your traps out there. It will warm up, and you'll be grateful that when it warms up, every critter in the woods moves, guys, and your traps will still be out there. But make sure you do the right thing. Check your traps every day. You know, in all reality, looking back on the last 6, 7, 8 weeks when I got 2 possums on the line, a lot of people just say, hey, I'm not going to check them till the snow melts and you can't see them anyway. Come on, guys. Because there's a rare occurrence that a critter does get in there. We want to be as humane as possible to these critters. We don't want to let them sit in there for 4, 5, 6 days, couple weeks while we wait for the snow to melt, because you never know what's going to be in there. So, and it's also the time to go out and play with your sets. So you've got less chance of catching something. What better time than now, when you have your catch count down, to go out and experiment. Try new things, try new baits, try new this, try new that, and if you find something that works, great. Otherwise, you wouldn't have found out that it would work because you wouldn't have tried it because you're banging on your other shit. Come on, guys. Don't get down. Get out there. Leave your sets out. Check them nightly. And keep a smile on your face. Enjoy the woods. Enjoy the hobby for what it is, guys. We love it, and that's why we do it. It's not a big cash thing. The cash is an added bonus. I'm telling you right now, the last 2 months, I spent way more on gas because those $3 worth of possums just ain't covering my gas. But you know what? All the money I spent in gas is beautiful because I come out here and I'm paying to enjoy the woods. I'm paying to enjoy being out here in nature with the critters and learning and learning and learning and experimenting and trying new things. It's a blast, guys. And I wish you all the best. I'll be back with a couple of new videos shortly. And with all the set changes that I made, I'm going to come out here again tomorrow night. By law, I got to. I'll be out here again tomorrow night. And man, I hope I'll be banging on them with my new plans and ideas, guys. My hopes are high. Again, after 6 weeks or something stupid, a very, very, very minimal catch. My hopes are high. I'm happy. I'm loving it. I'm digging this sport. Let's catch 'em all! Golly. Bad Nasty Trapping. Back in a couple of days with some more footage. See y'all later. Hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, and check me out on the Snapchat, the Instagram, Dan Edwards under Facebook, and just about every other social media, Duo, Meet Me app. I'm everywhere. Most importantly, this YouTube channel. Subscribe, guys. Show your support. Show that you're watching it. Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. Hit them up. Catch yourself some critters. Enjoy your time out in the woods. See ya!